What is God like? He is the God of all power, and his power is scary, but his power is good. Genesis chapter 1. He is the God that completely loves us. He loves us just like children. Genesis chapter 2. He is the God of hope when his children fail. Genesis chapter 3. He is the God who gives us children so that we can understand him like a father. Genesis chapter 4. He is the one and only God who wants to walk with his children hand in hand and give them eternal life. Genesis chapter 5. He is the God of great patience with his children. 120 years of patience in the time of Noah. The children did not want to listen to the father, so he had to discipline them, to straighten them out. He gave them the wages of sin, death. Genesis chapter 6. He is a God of great mercy, because only Noah was just, but God took his 7 family members on the ark. Genesis chapter 7. He is the God of truth. God, he speaks truth. You can count on what he has to say. Genesis chapter 8. What is God like? Genesis chapter 9. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and he said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth and upon every bird of the heavens, upon everything that creeps on the ground and all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. And as I gave you the green plants, I give you everything. But you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is, its blood. And for your lifeblood I will require a reckoning. From every beast I require it, and from man. From his fellow man I will require a reckoning for the life of man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. For God has made man in his own image. And you, be fruitful and multiply, teem on the earth and multiply in it." Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, "Behold, I establish my covenant with you and your offspring after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and every beast of the earth with you, as many as came out of the ark, for it is for every beast of the earth. I establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth." And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it, and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth." God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth." The sons of Noah who went forth from the earth were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These 3 were the sons of Noah, and from these the people of the whole earth were dispersed. Noah began to be a man of the soil, and he planted a vineyard. He drank of the wine and became drunk, and lay uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his 2 brothers outside. Then Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and walked backwards, covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were turned backward, and they did not see their father's nakedness. When Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his youngest son had done to him, he said, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be to his brothers." And also said, "Blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem, and let Canaan be his servant. May God enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan be his servant." After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. All the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. What is God like? He is the God of covenants. He's the God of promise. When he says something, he promises it, you can count on it. The Bible has over 7,000 promises for you to look up and enjoy a great life. But here in Genesis chapter 9, he made the promise to never again flood the entire world. And he put a rainbow in the sky as a signature that he would never do it again. It's been 4,000 years. He keeps his word. In the Bible, you'll find 4 covenants. This covenant with Noah, God's keeping his word. Later, we're going to find that he made a covenant with Abraham in Genesis 12 to bless all nations. He fulfilled it in Jesus. He also made a promise, a covenant with Moses and the Israelite people that's perfect. And today, if an Israelite, a Jew, could keep it 100% perfectly, he would live forever, just like Jesus. But if he disobeys it just one time, that covenant will condemn you. That's why Jesus brought a new covenant in his blood, a covenant of mercy, grace, and forgiveness.